Hey, what's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Universal, and welcome back to the channel, Universal the Truck Driver. How y'all been? How y'all doing? What's going on? I know it's been a while, and I apologize for my absence, but I've been laying low, playing slow, and just trying to learn everything I can about this Landstar load board. But in today's video, I'm going to just talk to y'all about a few things that I have been seeing, learning, and just going through over here at Landstar. Y'all know me, I want to inform, educate, motivate. So hopefully what I say will help the next driver. If it doesn't, leave me a comment and let me know what I left out for you. But let's just start right here. Agents over here at Landstar. You got some good, you got some bad. I've run into more good than I have bad. These agents over here, they like to play games like on any other load board. They're gonna try to lowball you, say they can't get detention pay, lie about pickup and deliveries, all kind of things, but that's any company that you're with or any load board that you're doing. These agents over here, they got their picks. If you're not a part of the pick, you will not get that high dollar freight. And if you do, it'll just be because one of their drivers can't cover it, so they'll put it on the load board. I've been mainly dealing with agents over here that have direct shipper freight, meaning that that's their customer. They run this all the time, and I've been the most successful with that. I do run some of the other agents' freight, which is the double brokered freight, but I pretty much found me one or two agents that will allow a new driver to step in there and run their freight because they have more freight than they do their picks. The load board, it's plenty of freight on the load board, plenty. Because you got your direct shipper freight and you got your double broker freight. When I first started over here at Landstar, man, this load board was like a maze to me. And when I say a maze, I don't mean like I'm all over the place. Well, I was all over the place, but Landstar does have everything set up correctly. You just got to know where to go look and how to set your stuff up. And use those filters, man. Use those filters. As for me and my filters, every save search I have 53-foot dry van, minimum rate per mile, $2.50, max weight, 38,000, hazmat, I will pull hazmat, and that's about pretty much on my filter because my origin and destination, it changes all the time, and the dates, of course. But I have 3 saved searches. One of them is called Startup, one is called Moneyline, and one is Time to Go Home. And the Time to Go Home is pretty much self-explanatory. My startup is just where I start up at here in Georgia. I start up here, like I said, and I just go. My second one that I go to when I can't find nothing up under startup is called Moneyline. And that's where I only search for direct shipper freight. And on my radius, I have it open up to 500 miles. The reason why I have it up to 500 miles because you might see a load that's paying that's worth you deadheading. Trust me when I tell you this, because I've seen loads on the load board 500 miles from where I'm at in Georgia paying $5,000. And it's going to places where I will run. So do not be afraid to open up your deadhead miles. Do not be afraid. Don't have it in your mind, I'm losing money, because let's just say you do deadhead 500 miles. $200 and something in fuel, I believe, would do it easily. And that's probably too much. The reason why I have my minimum rate per mile at $2.50, because if you're not going to run certain freight for the price that they have them posted, why even look at them? Example, let's say you see a load on the board, $2,800. It's going 800 miles. The fuel surcharge on it is $384. So what you would do is you would take the 2,800 minus 384. That would give you 2,416. Then you would multiply that times 0.65. That would give you 1,570.40. Then you add in your fuel surcharge, which is $384. That will give you $1,954.40 to the truck. You divide that right there by 800 miles, and that'll be roughly $2.44 a mile. So I know that I will move a load for $1.50 to $1.80, but nothing below that. So that load would work for me up under the minimum rate per mile. But you can play with it however you want. Since I've been over here, when I first started, I wasn't making a lot of money. In my mind, I'm still not making a lot of money. But I average between $2,000 to $3,000 a week to the truck after everything comes out. The way I like to run my truck is very simple. I start up in Georgia and I try to get towards Memphis, Tennessee. From Memphis, Tennessee, I go to the Midwest. From the Midwest, I try to get back to Memphis, Tennessee. And then from Memphis, Tennessee, I get a load back to Georgia. That's one way. Another way is I start out here in Georgia. I go to the Midwest over to Memphis, Tennessee, back to the Midwest, and then down to Georgia. Now, I have ran from Georgia to Memphis back to Georgia, but I'm not as profitable for some reason when I run like that. And one reason could be all my fault that I do not book loads ahead of time, just because when I do book myself up and I count all that money, something happens. A load cancels, etc. So that's the way that I try to run my truck to be, profitable. Right now with the rates, the way they are, we all just trying to stay afloat. So I stay afloat with that. I'm able to save some money, pay the business. It's not a whole lot, but I don't have a lot of overhead. The drivers over here, you don't run into a lot of drivers that will give you what you need. They may give you something to play with your mental a little bit. Like, example, I ran into a driver that was pulling a Walmart trailer. I said, hey man, every time I see you got a Walmart trailer, are you on a Walmart account? He was like, yes. I said, do y'all have any openings? Can you maybe talk to your agent for me or whatever? And I promise you, I bullcrap you not. I heard no phone ring, but that driver told me, hey bro, my wife calling, I gotta go. Now, I have run into a few drivers over here that will give you some free game, give you some knowledge, something to help you. But for the most part, coming to Landstar, if you got some people over here already, that's great. If you don't, man, really study the load board, really do your homework, and be quick on your feet. Y'all, this video's been long enough. I hope I informed, educated, motivated. If I did, leave me a like, leave me a comment. If I didn't discuss what you want me to discuss, drop a comment and I'll make another video. But it's your boy and I'm out. One.